video we will see how Apple made the M1 iMac so thin by just 4 steps: the M1 chip size, shifting headphone jack, display size, and the iMac's unique design. First, let's start with the M1 chip. The M1 chip is like a system on a chip because it takes all the parts of a motherboard in just one piece of chip, like the GPU, CPU, neural engine, media encode and decode, and the transistors, all in just one single piece of chip without taking much space on the motherboard. If it would, then the iMac would become very big and bulky, and its thickness would be much larger as it is of now. Now let's start with the second step, the headphone jack's position, which Apple redesigned and adjusted according to the M1 iMac's thickness. Instead of traditionally adding the headphone jack at the backside of the Mac, this time Apple decided to add it at the side of the Mac because headphone jacks were too long to poke through the iMac's thickness. So they adjusted according to its thickness and redesigned the position of the headphone jack. Now let's start with the display. And why is it so thin? The iMac is equipped with a 24-inch Retina display with just 1mm of thickness, which can easily fit in a frame that is designed for iMac model. Now let's talk about the iMac's unique design. Instead of using a giant motherboard, Apple was using M1, which means that it's like a system on a chip because all the components which were being laid out on a motherboard like the RAM were just crammed under a single chip. That's why Apple switched to the logic board that consisted of all the circuitry and the power controlling chips in just one single logic board, and instead placing it in the backside of the display panel, they switched and placed it at the chrome chin of the iMac, which saved some space. Or if they place it in the backside of the display panel, it would become much more bulkier. And even the fan and the CPU cooling circuitry, as well as the USB ports and also the headphone jack, were switched at the backside. And also the Dolby supported speakers were also switched at the backside. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, then please share and like the video. And if you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing if you like the video and watch my other videos from here. A like and subscribe would make my day, because making videos like this take a lot of time.